Alright guys, how you doing? Hope you can see me okay. There's a little bit of sunlight coming onto my window. And we're going to do our daily 15 plus 10. And the deal is, if my opponent is lower rated, okay, my opponent is higher rated, so don't have to mix up the repertoire. We're going to go with what I know. So it's Vienna time. Opponent is rated 1574 from Brunei. Okay, let's see what you make of the Vienna. Right, let's go. This is semi-copycat. Knight comes out here, I'll just drop the bishop back. There we go. Everything's developing fairly normally. Got one attacker on this pawn. Okay, we have action in the centre, but I have three attackers on this pawn. So, I can capture that pawn apparently for free. The question is, what is the most aggressive way to do it? Now, if I take with my knight is also the only defender of this one, so I think we can discount the knight. I don't think I want to take with my bishop, but maybe it's not the end of the world. Take with the bishop. You see, quite often I'll end up with a light squared pawn chain here. So this bishop could be outside of the pawn chain, however, it is on a good diagonal. So I'm leaning towards taking with the pawn. The problem with taking with the pawn is that I double my pawns. So, if takes, knight takes bishop, knight takes knight, it's a pretty strong position. I'm going to take with the bishop. I don't really want to double the pawns. Okay, we have knight in. Bishop's looking at the f-pawn. I could attack this knight now. If he takes, I recapture the queen, that's okay. If he doesn't take, I am attacking this pawn as well, which is undefended. So, I think that's okay. Let's come up with one other candidate move, like d3. d3 isn't a problem. I mean, it means that my bishop then guards a bunch of squares, but takes. But I like knight f3, attacking this pawn here. I'm a pawn up already. This bishop's tied to the defense of that. If he takes, okay. If I take, he takes. Then centralise this pawn. I don't think I want to let him do that. I think I'm going to drop my bishop back. If the knight wants to take, that's fine. I recapture with A. Alright, it's flown out with a pin on the knight. This is interesting. So now, ooh, hang on. Can I take on there? Because if king takes, I have the old knight takes c5 and we win the bishop. So let's throw that in because the king cannot take. I love this pattern. So now that comes with check and I now have two attackers on the bishop. However, if I recapture, if I take the bishop and knight takes knight, if I take, he's going to capture here. I'm going to take the bishop. So material's actually equal here, but hang on. So if I take, he's going to capture on c2. He's going to win a rook, right? Also, my king's going to be forced to move. I like the fact that his king's moved and now he can't castle. What I want to be doing is I want to be getting out into the board pretty quickly. Maybe I should castle first. Then that means that this knight is genuinely hanging. Yeah, I think castling makes a lot of sense now. I think d3 will come, but right now my immediate threat is attacking the knight, okay. D3 seems to make sense. He's got a dark squared bishop. I don't really want to push F3. I think D3, and then I'm also threatening this, which would force his knight back. And I can then win the knight with a pawn push. Okay. Right, he's actually threatening this now. F4 is an idea here. So that would be checkmate, so we've got to deal with it. F4, maybe E5, but I do also have a check. I've got this. I think nothing wrong with that move. I mean, how can it? You can block with the knight or the queen. I think that's fine because he's in check now. He can't stay on these diagonals. So what's he going to do? And maybe if I play F4 now. Or I do this, try and shoo the queen away. Mate is still on. He's got a dark squared bishop, so I'm not too concerned about the light square safety. G3 now. Kind of looks okay. If I go here, it's mate. I'm not going to sack my queen for a knight. I think G3 is the move. I can't drop the bishop back and attack the queen. And there's nothing else other than G3 really, unless I push F4. So let's consider F4. F4, I can do this because it's virtual. F4, I'm really pressing up in the middle. I'm not too worried about the bishop's safety. I don't know, there's something about it that just feels like I think I'd rather put my bishop here. I know I want to open up this file. Okay, that's option number 1, hit the queen. What about F3? F3 hitting this knight. F3, if bishop takes, I take with a discovered check, and I'm threatening to grab another pawn, which would invite his rook out. Not much point. If I come back, I think back here. Control some squares. Queen's attacking this, so this pawn has to defend the knight. I'd like to get rid of this guy, he's getting my nerves. Okay, so he's blocked. Knight E2 is my first thought. To try and swap off this knight. Also frees up the C pawn, maybe I might push that. He's pinned his own knight here, so I'm not too concerned about that. Don't see anything else. If I take, queen takes, then I've maybe got F4 with tempo. Or this. If he takes, my queen's off the back rank. I think so. I think getting rid this knight here is an annoyance. This knight here is a liability for black at the minute. So there's no reason to remove that. Let's keep the pin. Oh. Wasn't expecting that move. Okay. But now I can come in here, threaten to take it. Well, then knight recaptures. I think it is. He hasn't got any good checks. It just gets taken if he goes there or there. Now D4 is definitely an idea. D4. If knight takes, I've got 2 attackers on it. I can take. He has to take with the knight. If I push here and he comes back here, I can always go back in the corner. So I'm not scared of that pawn. Pawn takes, I just recapture with f. So I'm thinking, have I got time to push this now? I push this, he pushes, I retreat into the corner. I think we're okay. If he takes, take back. If he pushes with check, king h1. And I should win this knight now because it's pinned and I'm able to attack it with a pawn. I couldn't here. Okay. So I'm pretty sure... Oh, hang on. Hang on a minute. The knight's still alive and it's attacking this. Do I take with a king? If I take with that, or he brings a rook in with check, and that's checkmate. Here, rook takes is also mate, so king takes is forced. Fascinating. Now he's got bishop here though. I have to come back there, but then it blocks the rook from taking on there. Oh! What the hell? I think that's my only legal move, and I think it's a forced mate. Wow. Well, hey, look at that. 20 moves. And I thought I was doing all right, but let's see what went wrong here. I win a pawn. I leave this knight in the middle, kind of unopposed for a while. Win another pawn. Yeah, this knight, I allowed this knight to hang around on d4. Now I take, and I'm unable. Well, maybe it might say I should have taken there. Knight takes, king moves. If knight takes rook, I'm temporarily down the exchange, but I can bring my queen into play. We'll see. We'll see what happened. But this was very clever thinking from my opponent. I mean, he's not doing well here. G3. That was a good move. Pairing the knights. Yeah, I just left that horse. I thought my king was safe as houses here. Maybe here I should have just dropped into the corner. But yeah, allowing that knight to get so deep into my position. See, I saw a tactic here, attacking the pinned piece. I simply did not anticipate the power of this attack. Wow. But congratulations to Zuby15. That was terrific. Let's have a look at the review. Yeah, my feeling is it's gonna be telling me I should have eradicated this knight. 69.5 and 3 blunders. Yeah, never really. Yeah, the computer didn't actually like my position at any point there, really. Okay, best move. D5 is best. Okay, so E takes marginally better. Who knows? So bishop B3 is a mistake. That's excellent. Yes. Right, and now should I have taken the bishop? Yes. Now should I recapture the knight? No, it's saying D3. D3 to unleash this guy. Maybe. D3 now is okay. F3. Yeah, I mean, I said I was disinclined to push f3, but it did look good. I mean, it was going to kick the knight away, and I've got 2 knights in my half. Right? That, you know, they're in the penalty box, and I'm not, you know, I'm not marking them. I need to mark them. I need to get rid. And that is a blunder. Okay, e5 and whatever captures. I guess I've got a rook or a queen to e1 with a pin. If I mean, queen can't capture. e5 just breaking open the centre. But still we're equal. Now we're not. Inaccurate. g3's best move here. And that's a mistake. Should have dropped the bishop back further. Knight comes round. I'm only slightly worse. Knight e2 is the best move. And that's inaccurate. Best. Okay. Wow. Okay. But here, so here I can see I make 2 blunders. This is the first one. Oh, right. Take out the knight. Just get rid of the other knight. I forgot the first 2 rules. I didn't see the danger. Didn't see the danger here. It's saying just kill the horse. Get that horse out of your face and then push forward with the pawns and I'll be okay. I just underestimated this. And that is a blunder. But now I take with the king and that's a blunder, but okay, so what should I have done? Ignore it. Take the knight and remove the defender of this knight. Oh, I didn't even think about that move. I considered this, and I considered this, and then I stopped. I stopped thinking. Didn't even think about that. Attacking the queen twice. Yeah. So here, if we take, we are completely even, right? Maybe we'll trade queens, you know? And now we're winning. What? So trading queens would have been a real big mistake. Knight h4 check was the only good move for black there. Wow. So in fact it wasn't that this threat was so brilliant. The problem is that I cut short my own thinking. I had a resource here. I had the resource pawn takes e5, simply winning material, because then the defender of this knight is gone and he would have had to have moved away, and I can save my king. But there you go. Absorb it. That's the lesson. That's the lesson. It's only a failure if you don't take away the lesson, and that was a good lesson. So it's just the same old thing, isn't it? You know, I thought I only had 3 options there. I was worried about. I knew rook could take here, defended by the pawn, and I knew I couldn't take the knight, so that would be checkmate. What I failed to realise is that I could just remove the defender of the knight, and then it's not checkmate because I can take and capture my way out of here. Good lesson. Okay, excellent. I'm a stronger player than I was a few minutes ago. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. See you soon.